Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we have with us here a beautiful model. Her name is Lisa. So I started off by grooming her brows because they were kind of bushy, so I just went ahead to make sure that they are in order. Thereafter I proceeded with my skin prep. I started off by cleansing her face and I proceeded with moisturizing, using my hands to just make sure the product absorbs properly. I went on to apply my sweat blocker on the T-zones of her face, as you see me doing. We know the use of this product. This product is to block the pores of her face to prevent sweat. So it's really good during the dry season, but I just decided to use it on my clients so that I don't miss out on anything. So I use my fan to make sure everything blends seamlessly. So this is me just applying my foundation and I'm going to be blending. At this point I'd apply my contour and you see me applying my blush. I always make sure to blend my product because this foundation blending is the base. If you fill in your foundation, you fill with everything. So always make sure that at each stage of your makeup you blend properly, blend seamlessly, blend until everything has melted into her skin. So I went ahead to highlight her face, as you see me doing, her under eyes, the bridge of her nose, and then I had blended. This is how it looked like. So I used the powder of her skin to just set the overall of her face before I started off with the powder. So I applied my contour and I used the orange shade in the Annie's Beauty palette. Guys, be versatile with your palette, I always say. I went after I proceeded to apply my blush. And then I proceeded to bake. So I'll just be baking, and I used the Avour cosmetic loose powder in the shade 001. So I'm going to be using it to just bake her face, as you see me doing. So I just went ahead to bake underneath her eyes. I just pressed the powder to give the face a lift. I did that on the chin and on the bridge of her lips, so that when it's time for me to do my lips, it's just going to be seamless. I also did that too at the outer corner of her eyes. So I also did this at the outer corner of her eyes to just give the face a lift. So I went on to apply my brow gel to slick my brow, so that when it's time for me to draw my brows, it's not going to be moving. So I used my loose powders to just highlight the brows so that the brow outline gel is just going to pop pop when it just lands on her skin, as you see me doing. So I went ahead to use my brush and my brow eyeliner in the brown shades, and you just see me doing, I started from the midpoint of her brows and I'm just dragging it out with light strokes. I'm dragging it outwards. So I went ahead to conceal my brows. I just used a concealer that is close to her skin tone because I really don't like my underbrows highlighted. I loved a natural and soft look, so I don't really go for a highlighted brows. So I always make sure to use a concealer close to her skin shade to achieve that. So this is what we have at this point. You see our brows looking beautiful. Guys, I'm sorry, I did my eyeshadow off camera. I did not want the video to be too long, so I just did it off camera, but I made a video of the eyeshadow procedure and I'm going to upload it. So guys, please do not forget to subscribe and like the video so that you can get more updates on makeup tutorials. So I lined her lips. My client has a full lips, so I just went ahead to line her lips. I always do this particular lip combo on my clients that have full lips, so I love doing this particular lip combo on them to prevent myself from adding her lips or making them look bigger. So I just went ahead with a thin line just to print the edges of her lips to give the lips that soft edge, and then I chose this sweet nude pink color that could just blend with her eyeshadow. So I applied gloss at the lip lines, at the edges of her lips, because I'm a gloss girl. I never do matte lips. Even if I try to, I always end up putting gloss. So I just glossed the edges of her lips, the linings of her lips, that dark chocolate shade you see. So I just glossed it and then I left the inner corner. I used the pink gloss sheet to just gloss the inner corner. So I went ahead to blend out the powder on her skin, and I'm going to be using a tiny brush that could go underneath her eyes and my Puff Beauty blender. So I'm just going to use the both of them. So you can use anything that works for you. Remember, our point is to have a seamless and smooth finish. So anything that works for you is fine. So I first went in with my brush. So I dipped the brush into her skin shade. Her skin shade is, I used the Avour cosmetic press powder in the shade 05. So I dipped that into the press powder and I just swept off the excesses from her face. So guys, this is a very, very important step. When you bake, always do not miss the step of blending. Always blend, and when you're blending, use the powder, use the shade of the client's skin. If it is your skin, use your shade, something very close to your shade. So that's what I did. I made sure to have a shade that is very close to hers, to be able to blend out so that you will not have that harshness and whiteness underneath her eyes. When you do that, it gives a very beautiful and seamless result. See how beautiful it looks when I haven't even finished blending. So I went in with my powder puff and my brush. I just went in with both until I achieved the results that I wanted. So this is where we are. Everything is blended and everything is blended and looking so beautiful, seamless and smooth and skin-like. I actually love this look and I'm so happy that it was a perfect match for her. So I went in, I lined her lips, her eyelids, and then I went in to use my mascara to brush her lashes so they were in order. And then I applied my false lashes. And this is how my client looks. After applying my false lashes, I went ahead to spray her face with my setting spray to set everything in. So just look how the eyeshadow is beautiful and it's rhyming with her lips. So I loved how everything turned out. It was absolutely beautiful. So you see how the setting powder has just brought down the harshness of the powder. It has made everything to just look seamless. And this is our finished look. See how beautiful our client looks like. She's so breathtaking. I love how beautiful this look turned out to be. So guys, tell me what you think in the comment section, and please do not forget to subscribe, like and share this video with your family and friends.